Hello there. You're welcome to this digital marketing class brought to you by Digital Dreams ICT Academy. Today, our topic will be focused on sell big with copywriting. And yes, copywriting is a big deal which can help you make sales if done right. Advertising online through social media platforms, websites, blog, and emailing requires copies, and you cannot advertise the way you want to or make sales and convert leads if you don't make your copy exceptionally well. So, if you've heard of copies, copywriting or copywriters, and you want to become one, this video is for you. Come along with us as we explore the basics and all you need to know to become an outstanding copywriter to advertise your products with copies that can catch the eye of the readers as fast as possible. So, this class is going to be extraordinary. Do you desire to write good advert copies that will persuade your readers to take action? Everyone does, but it is becoming more difficult now that the reader's attention span is only 8 seconds. My name is John Uchi, and today I'll be teaching you all you need to know to write high converting copies to make sales and attract leads. Before we proceed, be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscription button. Turn on the notification icons to get notified whenever we upload new content on digital marketing and other topics. In our previous video, aptly titled Introduction to Digital Marketing, we were able to introduce digital marketing and demystify misconceptions behind digital marketing. The goal is to teach you secrets to digital marketing to make big sales. You can find this video, Introduction to Digital Marketing, in our digital marketing playlist on this channel, Digital Dreams ICT Academy. In this video, I will identify what copywriting is, the differences between good and bad copies, how to apply the Godfather strategy in your copywriting, and using copywriting for different stages of the sales process. So in today's video, we are going to outline the parts and the sublines, which are introduction, what is copywriting, why you need to write good copies, elements of good copywriting, good versus bad copywriting, copywriting formulas, the Godfather strategy, and copywriting for different stages of the sales process. So let's get into it. Introduction. Good copywriters are the wave of the digital marketing world today. Businesses of all kinds also have a lot to gain from the services of a copywriter who can give them big sales with high converting copies. The good news is, you can be a copywriter either working to promote your business or as a freelancer. All you need to know to become a good copywriter is available in this educative video. What is copywriting? Copywriting is simply the act of writing words for advertising. These words or texts are written to advertise your business and create a voice for your brand that customers can be drawn to. Your purpose in writing any copy is to persuade people to buy your product. It is very important. Register your services, sign up for an offer, or get interested in whatever you want to advertise. Why you need to write good copies? There are so many forms of copywriting beyond social media content, white papers, brochures, ads, web pages. This is why as a copywriter you need to make your copies good and very attractive. Your copies should force readers to take action, yes. The primary goal of every copy is to compel readers to buy into your service. The only way to achieve this is through copies that customers can relate to and can be entertained by. Your copy defines your brand. You see, your brand is the way your customer sees your business. A good copy is meant to present your brand in a way that will coerce readers to take the decision of buying into whatever it is you're offering. Your copy or good copies use storytelling in a way that compels readers to become interested in your service by pulling the strings of their thoughts and making you a puppet master to their buying decisions. Your copy should also sell emotions and lifestyle. The secret to good copywriting is exploiting the emotions of customers. Any good copy will use how the reader feels about the topic to convince them to him or her to buy from you. This is why you see copywriters playing with people's emotion and making sure that the first thing that they're interested in is getting you to buy into their service through a topic that you can get emotional over. With selling lifestyle comes making your readers open to trying out the benefit your product or services comes with. Do this with copies designed to grab their attention at first glance. Now let's move to elements of good copywriting. How do you know when you've written a good copy? This is a very important question. The answer is easy. It is when your copy contains all or most of the elements that can turn any random written text into high converting content. So what makes up high converting content? First is good grammar. When I say good grammar, I mean your spellings, use of words and tenses. It is not uncommon to find these errors in your copy, but keep it in mind that when readers find an error in your copy, it ridicules your marketing and makes them look at your brand negatively. Still on good grammar, after writing your copy, be sure to proofread it at least 2 or 3 times. Read it aloud and run it through error-checking software like Grammarly for a perfect touch. Now, the ability to convince or persuade. Before you can convince, compel, or persuade a person to show interest in your product, your copy should address subjects that can reach their emotions. The best persuasion method is emotional coaxing. Your copy should sell your brand to readers as the answer to their problems. Yes, if it is a product, it is a luxury they must get. If it is a service, it is a luxury they deserve. Next up is easy to understand. Readers of your copy are often ordinary people. Yes, ordinary people read your copies. The use of complex words related to your business in a copy will only succeed in confusing them instead of compelling them. So what do? One superpower every good copywriter must have is the ability to break down complex subjects in a way even children can understand them. So stay clear of difficult words in your copy and be very simplistic. Next up is a powerful call to action, or CTA. Yes, CTA means call to action. What is a CTA? A call to action is the next action your reader should take after reading your copy. Your CTA should be clear in telling your readers what to do. Now they are very interested in your product or services. Be concise. A concise copy is one that is straight to the point with its use of short sentences and short paragraphs. Your ability to get a reader's attention comes with your making your copy very punchy. A lead that sells. The first thing readers see on your copy is a headline, a subheading, a subject line, or an introductory phrase, and grabbing their attention with it makes your copy so good. Pulling this off with the use of action words, facts, numbers, or even statistics is very possible. Now, a lead that sells it. Another piece of information you need to know is that your lead should connect to your first line, and your first line should connect to your second line in building your copy into one very powerful, compelling story and keeping the reader stuck in your copy. Reading for a particular channel. I don't know if you know this, but one copy cannot be used for another marketing channel. Like a copy used for emailing should not be used for social media. A copy for social media should not also be applied for email either, even if it's advertising the same products. The reason one copy cannot be used for all channels is because of the factors such as the tone of the channel, the length that each channel supports, the style of writing, and the delivery. A good copywriter will always keep it in mind that these features are necessary before writing for any channel. Good copies are written to appeal to audience they are targeted at reaching. It is advisable not to try targeting everyone. Having a clear knowledge of the audience you want to target before writing the copy makes the copy even better. Writing for a product. The product or service being advertised dictates the elements of the copy. Before writing a copy, you must have a profound understanding of what you want to advertise. Yes, if it is a product or service, you should know it. Missing this ruins everything about your copywriting. Next up is search-friendly content. For copywriters writing copies for websites, use keywords in ways that work for the good of your copy or makes your website rank higher in search page results. These keywords can be researched according to the industry that you are writing the copy for. So let's step into the next outline, very important aspect of it, which is good versus bad copywriting. Okay, so you're ready to try your hands on copywriting. Yeah, that's good. But you are also looking for good examples to draw inspiration from and bad examples to learn from. In this section, I will give you good examples and bad examples of copywriting. Good copy. As you can see, the copy above the image, you clearly see that it goes straight to the point by saying, make a bold statement with ICT skills, and also tells you what to do. So this is a very good example. The call to action is enroll now. This copy goes direct in applying the tactics of using easy to understand words, a concise approach in writing, and a call to action that tells users what to do and how to do it. So we have an example of a bad copy. As you can see, there are so many pictures and few texts, and the texts are so confusing. The problem with this copy is that it lacks any meaning or point. There is no value with the point that the person that wrote it is trying to be. As you can see, the person is trying to be witty. But being witty now costs you the fact that you don't make any point in the copy. So now that we've seen examples of good and bad copywriting, let's look at copywriting formulas. Or if you can compare copywriting to a simple arithmetic problem, you will know that there are formulas that anyone new to it should apply. These formulas are the hack you need to turn your ordinary copy into a high converting content. The first formula is the FAB formula. FAB is an acronym for features, advantages, and benefits. With this formula, you can break down your copy into 3 segments, exploring the features, which is what your copy is offering, that is a product or service. The next part are the advantages, which is how your products or services solve a problem for the reader, and the benefit, which is what your reader stands to gain. Next formula is the BAB. For copywriters interested in using the storytelling technique like I am, I prefer using the storytelling technique in copywriting. The before, after, and brief formula will suffice. This formula helps your copy to address what hurts the customer the most or the reader the most and the pains they feel. The BAB formula is an acronym for before, which is the B, and the before addresses what the life of the reader is like currently. It could be one of the pain, it could be one of pain or insecurity. The after addresses how the reader feels after the problem has been solved. And the bridge addresses how the reader gets to the landing page. The next formula is the 4 P's formula. Writing a copy that follows the 4 P's formula captures the interest of the reader with pictures, the first P, promise, the second P, proof, the third P, and push. This type of copy makes use of your ability to promise the reader a benefit and keep to it. The 4 P's formula, let's break it down. The first one is picture. This is where you begin your company by painting a picture to the reader that makes them desire your product or services. Promise is the next one. Next, you create a promise that what you are offering meets their desire. Proof is the next one. Then, with evidence, you can prove your promise to the reader that, okay, your copy or your product or your service should be able to solve it. And the next step is push. Finally, your copy compels the reader to commit. Next up is the 4 use formula. This formula is widely used in copies for social media platforms and ads because it triggers the readers to respond with emotion by creating a sense of urgency around what the copy is offering. The 4 use formula is basically first, useful. Useful is what your offerings relevance to the reader. Next up is urgent. Build the feeling of immediate action to the reader with urgency. Unique. Define how your offering cannot be gotten anywhere else. Also specific is the last 2, which is give as much detail on your offering as you can. 4 C's formula. The first is clear. Don't be vague or ambiguous in your copy. Provide your readers with the details about your product or service. The next C is concise. Be direct and specific with your text. For the C of compelling, your copy is bad if it cannot attract the attention of your readers and keep them glued with irresistible offers. The next C is credible. Give your readers reason to trust your products, service, or brand. The next formula we're looking at is the ACCA formula. With this formula, you give your readers more insight into a problem and how your offer solves that problem. Your goal is to have your readers understand the problem even if they are not aware of it and explain how it affects them too. So let's break down the ACCA formula. The first A is awareness. You focus on the current problem and bring it to the reader's attention. Then C is comprehension. Talk about how the problem affects the reader. The next C is conviction. Compel your readers to take your solution as the answer they need. The next A is action. Then wrap up your copy with a very powerful call to action. The next formula, which is my personal favorite, is the so what formula. As you may have guessed, this formula asks the question, so what, to whatever offer you make. This question now causes you to explain the benefits of your offer in a way that will coexist with your copy. Let's take the example of we teach ICT courses. It's an offer, actually. An answer to the question, so what? If I say we teach ICT courses, an answer to the question of so what in this instance will now come into your copy as to equip you with skills for your future at affordable prices. So the next formula we're looking at is the OAT, or the OATH. It's actually an acronym. Are you writing a copy with a particular audience in mind? The OATH or OAT formula is guaranteed to help you create copies in tune with your reader's knowledge of your brand, product, and service. Like I said, the OATH formula or OAT is an acronym. So let's break down the acronym. The first one is oblivious. When your reader knows nothing about your brand or offer, this is the first idea and the first thing you have to have in mind. The next one, the A, is apathetic. When your reader knows about your brand but isn't interested. The next one, the T, is thinking, which is when your reader finds out about a potential need of theirs that your brand can actually offer them. And the last one is the H, which is watching, which is when your reader has a problem they want to be resolved. So let's look at the PAS formula, or the PAS formula. For a copywriter looking to attract readers by instilling fear in them through his or her copy, the PAS formula is the best option because it explores copywriting beyond identifying a problem to explain what will happen to a reader if they don't address the problem. Yes, it instills fear in them. So the PAS is an acronym for problem. P. You can bring the problem to the attention of the reader in your copy. Agitate. A. Describe how the problem affects the reader negatively. S. Solve. Now you solve their problem with your copy. So let's look at the objections formula. Writing copy with the objections formula makes you identify common objectives a reader will have for not buying into your offer. This formula considerably puts you in the shoes of the reader to focus on what reasons they might have to decline the offer. So let's look at the Godfather strategy. When I talk about the Godfather strategy in copywriting, I am simply referring to a copy that makes an offer no reader can refuse once they see it. This offer is also known as the Godfather offer, and it was adapted from the movie The Godfather. But this concept was also adapted and made popular from the book Sell Like Crazy, which was written by Sabri Sorby. I advise that you go and check this book. Remember, the name is Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Sorby. To better understand the Godfather strategy, read this book and you will see so much more. The Godfather strategy has been used by various copywriters to get readers interested in what their copy is offering. So what makes it so powerful? The first reason that makes it so powerful is that it makes an offer that can't be beaten. The potency of a Godfather offer is being able to give the reader a deal that is difficult for them to ignore because no other brand can give an offer that's like it. It could even sound impossible at times, but once the reader comes across it, they are forced to pay attention to what it is promising. Next up is it makes your brand superior in value. Against your competitors, it is important to present your brand better than others with your copy to the readers. A Godfather strategy takes an offer they cannot refuse and guarantees that offer to your readers, giving your brand superiority over others. The next one, it is outrageous and almost impossible. A Godfather offer is usually ridiculous. When readers are met with something they believe cannot be done, they are curious to give it a try. Godfather strategy looks to explore your readers' curiosity by being outrageous with what you are offering. So let's look at examples of copywriting using the Godfather strategy. So let's look at this example from the Casper Mattresses Godfather strategy. So the Godfather strategy it is offering says, get America's best reviewed mattresses delivered to your door for a 120-night trial. Now, this copy has a Godfather offer that promises both delivery and trial of a product without charge. Such an offer is too good to be true and yet convinces the reader to try it out. This is what a Godfather strategy does for copywriting. Let's look at another example that says, we'll build your house in just 30 weeks or you get $5,000 in cash. Now, this next offer uses a guarantee of work efficiency and cashback for the reader. What it does is it guarantees the reader, says, okay, we would give you good work efficiently. If you don't do it very well, you get your cash back. This strategy is giving the readers a sense of zero losses, no matter the outcome of the business. That is another thing the Godfather strategy can do. So let's look at how to use the Godfather strategy in copywriting. The first one is build value. Have your copy show the normal market price. Then show your attractive price, including your Godfather offer. Finally, break down how your offer and prices saves the reader a whole lot of money. This builds value for your brand and your offer in your company. So next up is use a power guarantee. Giving your reader a guarantee eliminates whatever risks or fear they might have with your offer. Adding a time frame to your guarantee, for example, 12 months guarantee, makes your offer even more considerable to the reader. So next up is create urgency through scarcity. Adding factors like an expiration date to your offer, limited products, or countdown creates the need to hurry up within your readers. It also compels them to buy into your offer or they lose out on what value or the value that you're offering. Be rational about your offer. A Godfather strategy also employs rationality as to why your service is better than that of others, easy and affordable even. If your copy can rationally explain this to your reader with points, then you have won them over. So let's look at another aspect, which is offer freebies in your copy through the Godfather strategy. Free gifts for customers that buy into an offer are also another means of attracting readers to your copy. Make sure that your freebies are ones that readers can relate to or can buy into. So let's look at copywriting for the different stages of sales process. So yes, what is the first stage of sales process with copywriting? The first one is awareness. This is the first stage where a customer learns about your product or service for the first time. The channels where they can meet your ads can vary from social media, such as Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, to blogs, ads, SEOs, or other ones. Still on awareness, copywriting strategies you can use at this stage are social media posts, a landing page for your website, that is a home page or about us page, you can also do. Informative blog, lead magnets like white papers and ebooks. Use call to action to drive engagement with readers like shares, leave a comment, and click for free checklists. These are examples of call to actions you can use. And finally, no reader loves being urged to buy a product at the first stage, so don't hurry your reader at the first stage. Stage 2 is the interest. The second stage has your readers interested in what you're selling because they have seen the benefits and the need for buying into your offer. Here are some copywriting strategies to use for customers in stage 2. First one is the testimonials. That's examples of situations where your product or service has done a good job. Demonstration videos, informative blogs, lead magnets that can offer more details into what you're offering. Stage 3 is the decision stage. In stage 3, your prospective customer is sure that they have a problem and your offer might just be the solution to the problem. So yes, you're going on the right path if you're at stage 3. They can now compare your offer with others while searching for more information on what they need and imagining themselves buying the product. The fact that your customers are on stage 3 doesn't actually mean that you won them over. And as a matter of fact, they can even buy into other offers. So what do? Copywriting strategies for stage 3 to help your potential customers decide on your services or products are: use offers, guarantees, cost estimates, comparison guides, and testimonials, just like stage 2. Now, and for your call to action, use words that are directed at the needs of your potential customers or direct them to a landing page that will compel them to decide on buying into your offer. The next stage, the stage 4, is action. This is the last and most important stage of your sales process. Once you have your customers at this stage, you have a very big chance of winning. It is where your hard work in copywriting pays off too. The potential customer is ready to buy, but the question is, are they ready to buy from you? To compel them to take the action, use any of these strategies to get them to buy from you. The first is use offers. Offers that can convince them to, hey, buy into your offer or buy into your service or your product. Use guarantees. It can be a 12-month or a long span of guarantee that if they buy into your offer, they get the best of service. Use the product content and use trial downloads. On summary, as a copywriter, you only get better from experience and application of copywriting tips. Build your experience by trying your hands on shorter copies and researching the techniques you should apply. Remember to be natural and conventional with your choice of words. Don't overcomplicate your copy with complex text because this is a mistake a whole lot of newbie copywriters make. Your copy is a reflection of your brand, so build a relatable persona for your readers. With your knowledge in copywriting, you still have a lot to know if you are to master the art of digital marketing. In our next class, I'll be walking you through writing call to actions for making big sales. Subscribe now to this YouTube channel and follow our digital marketing playlist for more digital marketing videos. You will become a pro in digital marketing through our videos. Visit www.digitaldreamsng.com to register for digital marketing classes today. And with that, we come to an end of this. Be sure to watch our digital marketing videos, have fun, try out copywriting, learn tips, and you will become the best digital marketer for your brand or for any brand that you are freelancing for. Until then, sayonara and arigato.